Rebekah's journey from shadows to light. I never thought I'd be the kind of person who gave up. But looking back, that's exactly what I had done. I had given up on my body, my happiness, and somewhere along the way, I had given up on myself. It wasn't always like this. I used to be full of life, laughing easily, moving freely, dreaming boldly. But then life happened, slowly, painfully, one disappointment at a time. My days blurred together. Wake up exhausted, force myself through work, collapse onto the couch, numb myself with food and TV and repeat. The weight crept on, the energy drained away, and the mirror became my enemy. I told myself it wasn't that bad, until the day everything changed. A wake-up call. It was an early spring afternoon, and I was running late. Again. I rushed to catch the bus, but the moment I started up the hill, my chest tightened and my legs felt like lead. My breath came in shallow gasps, and before I knew it, I was bent over, hands on my knees, struggling to stay upright. The bus pulled away without me. I stood there, humiliated, defeated, my heart pounding like a war drum. That was the moment it hit me. If I don't change something, this will be my life. Struggling, out of breath, watching the world move on without me. Tears burned in my eyes, but beneath the shame, a fire flickered. I couldn't overhaul my entire life overnight, but maybe, just maybe, I could start with 3 small things. A boost for the body. I needed help. Something to wake my body up, to shake off the sluggishness that clung to me like fog. Then I remembered a friend telling me about a natural tonic that could help with energy and metabolism. I was skeptical, but desperation won. Within a week, I noticed something. It wasn't dramatic, I didn't suddenly become a ball of energy, but there was a shift. I wasn't dragging myself out of bed anymore. The midday crashes weren't as brutal, and for the first time in ages, I felt awake. It reminded me of something I once read, "Energy and persistence conquer all things," Benjamin Franklin. For the first time in years, I felt like I had a little of both. Making a small change. I wasn't ready to give up everything, but I could let go of one thing. And I knew exactly what it had to be, my late-night fast food habit. It was my comfort, my routine, my crutch. After work, I'd pull into that familiar drive-thru, order my usual, and eat in silence, pretending the grease and salt could fill the emptiness inside me. It wasn't about hunger. It was about escape. So I made a promise to myself, no more drive-thrus. The first week was brutal. I drove past the neon lights with clenched fists. I craved the convenience, the mindlessness of it all. But then something happened. I started cooking. Simple meals at first, a grilled chicken salad, a stir-fry. It wasn't just about eating better, it was about choosing myself over a quick fix. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit." Maybe I wasn't aiming for excellence yet, but I was breaking a habit that had broken me first, and that felt like something. An act of self-love. The final step was the hardest. I had to do something just for me. Not for work, not out of obligation, just because I mattered. I chose movement. Not punishing workouts, not guilt-driven gym sessions, just movement. Every morning, before the world could tell me who I needed to be, I walked. At first, just to the corner and back, then to the next street, then the park, the fresh air, the rhythmic steps. It was like I was reclaiming parts of myself I had forgotten. And then one day, something magical happened. I laughed. Not because of a show, not because I was supposed to, but because the sun felt good on my skin, and the breeze was warm, and I felt alive. As Thomas Merton once wrote, "Art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same time." My body became my canvas, and movement became my art. I was painting a new life, one step at a time. The transformation. 3 months later, I barely recognized myself. The scale showed progress, but that was the least important part. My face had color again. My laughter came easier. My heart felt lighter. One afternoon, I caught my reflection in a store window. For the first time in years, I didn't look away. I stood taller. I looked happy. That's when I realized this wasn't about weight, it was about freedom. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." I had started with 3 small things. That was all it took to change everything. And if I could do it, so could you. I invite you to take this first step. If you felt lost, stuck, or weighed down, I get it. I was there. But change doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start with 3 small things. A boost for your body, a step toward feeling better inside and out. A small sacrifice, letting go of something that no longer serves you. An act of self-love, doing something just for you. Because small steps lead to big transformations, and you deserve to take that first step. Rebekah's journey from darkness to light proves that change is possible for anyone. If you're ready to take that first small step toward transformation, click the link in the description to discover the amazing tonic that helped Rebekah reclaim her happiness.